What's up, everybody, on the AfterLife Podcast? How is everybody doing? I'm here with just Jay today.
Yeah, it's different, right? Totally different atmosphere.
Man, what are we doing here? What is going on?
What do you mean, what are we doing here? Like, come on now,
Listen,
like, we got the duo today. Like,
I
this is
mean,
the
yes,
first instance of it too, which
it's
it's a little bit
true.
surprising that it took this long for it to occur, right?
We should probably change the name, honestly.
Yeah, the duo podcast.
Duo Podcast, A and B Podcast, maybe,
We could
potentially.
do, the first iteration of the concrete shop's name, instead.
Oh, God. What was that? What was it?
No, what do
J-
you mean? What is
J
it?
JB?
Yeah,
JB
sure.
Podcast?
Yeah, we'll go with
Welcome
that
to the
one.
JB Podcast. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
And
You
also
gotta remember
Amazon,
that.
aka
But
Amazon
that's
Music.
not on here, bro.
Okay,
How you not gonna
you
put that
should
on the
remember. You should remember. There you go. There you go.
Oh,
There
we're
you go. It
also on
says it.
Amazon Music as well, guys. Just now. Just now.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Wow, thanks, Amazon.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm
Thank you
I'm
so
I'm sure we're
much.
not really getting much out of it, but we're on there now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, you know what you can get out of it. Right?
What?
You know what you can get out of Amazon and all
What?
that good stuff? You can get video games. You can get TV. You can get,
Mm.
good TV. And you can also get movies on Amazon. But if you could live in a video game, TV world, or movie world, which one would it be? I feel like we talked about this before,
We
though. Now I
have.
think
I
about
think. I think we've talked
it.
about like a similar case, but like I think we all kind of resort to like Pokemon, right? Like, because in Pokemon, you don't
Really?
actually ever die.
Not me. Not me, though.
Really? That's not
Because
the
I've
first
never.
situation?
Listen, I've never played Pokemon.
Uh,
Don't kill me. I've never been a Pokemoner, okay? I'm not in it to win it with the Pokemon.
but
Okay.
Skunk, you gotta think about it from like okay, what's your game that instantly comes to your mind, or movie, TV show?
The one that instantly comes to my mind is World of Warcraft.
I mean, that was another one, but like you can actually die in that one.
Well,
In Pokemon,
yes,
you don't really die.
but become a ghost and you walk to your grave, huh? And then you become alive again. Easy.
I
Easy pog.
mean, that's just for for us to continue playing, but like the NPCs there in the game, when they die, they're dead for the most part.
Yeah, but they come back to life eventually. You gotta
I don't
complete the
see
quest
Arthas
somehow.
coming back.
Oh, right, right. Oh, yeah. Okay, if we're talking that big, then yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or like
no, I think it would be really
Garrosh.
interesting. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, I wish I could just live in like a fantasy world. Like, screw this world that I live in. Like,
Hmm.
I want to do quests. I want to just, I want to go like ride a mount, fly across on a dragon. I know it sounds so
Dragon,
nerdy right now,
maybe
but,
flying on a rocket, etc. Some
or a
mystical, spectral, like
I was about to
tiger
say
thing.
motorcycle. I was about to say, I'm gonna
This
go ride
isn't
on a
Harry Potter
motorcycle.
now.
Oh,
I mean,
good
I
lord.
assume you probably could. I don't know if they've added that yet.
What's that?
Like a flying motorcycle?
Oh, like a flying. Well, no, I mean they have motorcycles.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if they added a flying one yet, like you said.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because I know
Little
they added
jetpacks.
those flying shredders, like those the goblins have
Oh,
those.
oh, that's cool.
So I mean, I know they have flying ones of those, but I don't know if they have
Yeah, yeah.
flying like hogs yet.
Uh,
Because
Flying
what
hogs.
in Wrath of the Lich King, if you were an engineer, you could craft a hog for your own faction. And then they eventually had like a TV show contest thing for
Mhm.
like whoever won would get their hog added to the game, I think.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the horde win? Pretty sure the horde won.
Yes, Horde always
And theirs,
wins.
theirs was cooler. I'll be honest.
Yes. Because I mean, what they
So
had spikes on theirs and whatnot.
yeah, the spikes and it had the tracks on the back instead of like a regular wheel.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I would love to live in World of Warcraft. If I had to
I mean, it
choose
would definitely
another
be
one,
interesting.
if I had to choose another one.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to choose another one, I don't know what it would be, to be honest. I'm gonna try to go for a TV show. Probably. I don't know. I wanted to say Game of Thrones, but I feel like that's kind of like I just get off with the head
Oh,
type of deal going on.
yes.
Um,
That'd probably be like the first episode. You probably like you'll be one of the side characters just getting guillotined.
yeah, obvious one. Star Wars.
Yeah, that was another one that came to my mind.
Okay.
Like
Like,
during
what am I
like when
thinking?
the Jedi's were actually alive and the clones were
Yeah.
active, like that'd probably be a fun time period to
Yes.
like or
Yes.
given that, we're not one of the pointless people, like we're a Jedi.
Yeah, you got to be like a main character type.
Like if
I
we're
mean,
a clone, then that's gonna suck.
that's kind of boring too. It's because you're just another copy
I don't think it's
of the
boring.
else,
It's just more of, you have to take orders from somebody else. You don't really have a choice, and then, your life doesn't really
right?
matter. You're
Right.
just
Like
another pawn in
yeah,
the game.
I would want to be part. I want to be like on Obi-Wan Kenobi's level, right? Like a general, like in that time period. Like that'd be pretty.
Put me on the, I want to be on the council of the Jedi's.
The council. You want
Yeah,
to be a
I want
bad
to be
guy?
Mace Windu level. I want to be able to have authority.
Oh. Oh,
Or
okay.
Yoda, either one.
Okay. All right. I see how
Be
you
able to be
roll.
like, this guy right here can't be a Jedi. We don't grant him a seat on the council.
Nothing's changed. You always want power. I see how it is. You just gotta have control.
Unless I'm like Chancellor Palpatine, and then then I start the Empire.
That's a lot of power. Could you handle all that power? All
I
out,
mean,
Jay.
he clearly couldn't.
But yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, that'd be a fun one though. Like living in that time period. I think that'd be great. Not the newer ones though. I think that time period's kind of lame. Like
Well,
there's
no,
no
because typically you're on the escape, you're trying to run away, or maybe you're trying to
yeah,
generate a rebellion. I mean, I guess that could be
yeah.
interesting, like if you're always running in fear of like getting caught, kind of deal.
Right. Like I want to know what like the old Republic was. Like I want to know. I want a TV show on like how that formed. I know like there was rumors about that starting like with um the Game of Thrones guys. There was rumored to be like an old Republic series, and they were gonna start working on that. Like that was like actual like almost like medieval Star Wars.
Well, they said that they're going to be doing a trilogy of one of the republics. I don't remember which one it was. I think it's the High Republic. I don't know which era it
Okay.
was.
Yeah, because apparently that was like I don't know if it was before or after Old Republic. I think it was before, if I'm correct. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the High Republic. So
Yeah. Are
it's
they still
not.
working on that or no?
Yes, that was announced back in like April, I think, Mayish.
Okay.
And then they're still hinting that they're going to be doing it. I mean, a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't the Old Republic, but instead the High Republic or something like
Right.
even newer, like,
Right.
different from all of Star Wars, but hmm.
Yeah. I think it'll be pretty good. I think Star Wars is good generally, even though it does people listen, they have their yeah, just things with it, right?
Mm,
But
This
it's
past trilogy, I don't know. Like, I'm typically a fan of anything that I watch.
you liked it though, I thought. I thought you
Not
liked the
not
last
the
one.
last movie.
Not the last movie. No?
Second movie was like a little bit iffy. First one, I was fine. Because like, it's nostalgia, you get to see
Yeah,
all the characters you love, you get to meet new people. It's
yeah,
Star Wars, like you just get hit in the face with Star Wars. Second
right.
one, it's like, okay, I'm a little bit surprised by this. I don't know where they're going after this movie now. Third one, it's like, what are you guys doing?
Right.
I mean, still beautiful, it's just logically doesn't fully make sense.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I don't mind it. Like it's okay, but it's definitely not the best, right? And I actually found out that they confirmed that they didn't know who the
What they were doing.
characters, what they were doing,
Yeah,
who the characters were, and which is a shame because someone like George Lucas he knows every like the universe is in his head, right? Like he'll give you an answer to everything and what
kinda.
this looks like and what it happened.
I mean, he still kind of needed some help with some things, but like for the most
Yeah,
part, he still knew a lot of stuff.
right. So like actually putting it like on a piece of paper and visualizing it, sure. like he needs help with that, obviously. But like describing it and like I don't know. It just he had a general idea of who these characters were. Like General Grievous, I watched like a behind the scenes of when they were creating General Grievous. So I go on my YouTube tangents, as everybody knows. I go on my
Mm-hmm.
YouTube tangents. And I was watching like General Grievous, like how they made him, how what he could have looked like, and it's really interesting. It really is. And for them to just be like, okay, I guess that's how this character's gonna go. Oh, we're gonna bring back Palpatine. All right, sure, that sounds great. It's just like,
These characters are gonna kiss in there, and they're gonna come back to life a few times in the same
yeah,
movie.
I don't know. So there is, it's like, yes, they definitely could have done a better job, but it's over now. It's they ended it. They so
I mean, I was reading a Reddit thread supposedly before Disney bought Star Wars or well Lucasfilms that um George Lucas was making his own trilogy. A lot of people believe that he was only making this trilogy to up the price of Lucasfilm before they sold the Star Wars, and supposedly Star Wars didn't like what he had, so they scrapped it and kind of like wrote their own thing instead.
well, they didn't have much written. Let me tell you that much. Good lord,
Well, it
they
looks
only
like
had like the first
nobody did.
episode. They switched up directors. It's like how you, there was a lot of things wrong with that. What they were doing. Again, but I will say, all out Jay. One of the things that is great about Star Wars right now and is coming up, Mandalorian season 2. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited about this, Jay. Oh my goodness. When you showed me the trailer, I was like, yes, let's go. Is that
It'd be great.
oh, it's gonna be great. Get to watch with my best bud.
Are you actually gonna
Um,
watch it with me, huh?
I told you. I said we're gonna make a date on
You
Twitter.
know, I'm just making sure now. You've
Oh my
abandoned me on
gosh.
several other TV
Stop.
shows and whatnot.
No, I didn't. Which one? Name one
I
right
can't
now.
recall right now.
Yeah.
The boys you
Yeah.
kind of did.
What are you talking about? I caught up for you.
Well, we were watching a different TV show, and then you were like, "Nah."
Oh,
Hmm.
Clone Wars?
No, you didn't want to watch that. You didn't find it interesting.
No, I never found Clone Wars interesting, unfortunately.
I mean, there are great episodes in that. You missed out. Like, there are episodes where it's boring, but like there are great episodes where you learn
Yeah,
more about like General Grievous, for example, and like
right.
there's an arc about him that they didn't make that would have been like so great to see, learning more about
They
Darth
need to make like
Maul.
a Grievous like movie. Hey, that'd be great. The
I mean, it would
General,
always be interesting. I feel like
General
he's
Grievous.
underutilized.
He is. He's a great character. Um, wait, what were you say? Oh, yes. Yeah, you don't have an example, so therefore, I'm a great friend.
Oh,
Don't
sure.
suck it, nerd. All right, listen,
Yeah, nerd.
nerd, nerd. All right, Mandalorian season 2. What What do you think? I mean, I what are they trying to do in this one? I forget what they said in the trailer. He's trying to search for something. Oh, he's
He's
trying
trying
to
to
search for
the home for the
the
baby.
the home for the baby. That's right. I know that was like the big thing.
He
Now,
has to make sure he gives it to the right person or people.
yes, that's true. Yeah, the bad guy, right? Didn't it end off with the guy standing up with the lightsaber looking
Yeah,
sword? Like, isn't that how the
that's
series
the
ended?
saber from the Mandalorian people. But
Right.
yeah, he still lived from the TIE fighter crashing.
Okay. I'm just making. I just want to like a little recap because I want to make sure what happened. Like, what the last thing that happened. So, so I guess that guy's gonna be on the hunt, right? He'll be
Yeah.
on the hunt for that baby. Right. Like, very, very,
I mean,
very interesting.
supposedly, I think what Captain Rex and Ahsoka Tano aren't confirmed for this season, which is interesting because there were rumors that they were going to be in it, but you probably don't know
Mm.
much about him since you didn't watch the Clone Wars.
Captain Rex is the guy with the blue helmet.
Yeah, but that
Okay.
doesn't really tell you much.
Okay.
You don't really
No.
know much about Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano. Listen,
I mean, you
she
might
has
from
white
your.
lightsabers. Boom. Got you. You didn't think I knew that, did you? I
Well, I'm
watch
just
YouTube.
saying, like,
I know she fought Darth Vader.
well, okay, I guess that would have happened, I
That
guess.
was in the that was in Rebels.
Yes.
So I know some stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
2 TV shows that you did not watch.
It's fine. Okay.
It's fine, you guys.
It's fine. We're just making all the references tonight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it should be exciting. I mean, I know The Boys for us has, like, been keeping us invigorated, right? We have what are we on
Yeah.
right now? Episode 5?
Yes.
So then
Good
6
5.
and 7 and 8, well, by the time the podcast comes out, 6 would have already been out. And then 7 and 8 are only things left.
Are we gonna go into the boys? Are we gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah, let's spoil away.
are we gonna okay, let's say fair warning, anybody listening. There
The
might be some
Boys is
details.
definitely not PG-13. I'd probably say
Yeah.
R-rated.
I would say R, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, but it's probably one of the most entertaining TV shows of our generation.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to
It's
see a superhero TV show make fun of a superhero TV show, then that's the show for you. And
what did
take
they
it to a
say in it?
whole extreme.
Oh my god, they said, was it Vault Plus or whatever?
Yes. So they're
I
making
was
fun of
like
Disney. They made fun of Amazon, which they're on Amazon. So
Yep.
it's like they're making fun of corporations and whatnot and
Yes.
superheroes and everything. Like, they have everything nailed down to the wire. They made fun of that whole girl power moment in Avengers Endgame, where they
Yes, they
all like
did.
unite, like girls get it done. They nailed that down to the extreme, mocking it over and over and over, making fun of
Yeah.
Disney Plus and whatever else.
It's fantastic. And if they have the guts to actually do that,
Oh, they have the
this is
guts all
awesome.
right.
They got guts.
Lots of guts in
Guts.
this TV
Guts
show.
everywhere. Oh god. If we're talking about that kind of guts, holy. Yeah. There are a lot of times where I'm cringing up. I watched a few episodes with you, Jay. I don't know if you were laughing at me or at the TV show.
I was laughing at both things because this show is just amazing with what they're willing to waste money on, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, they have a boat crashing into a whale, the
Oh
whale
god.
exploding. People are inside the
Oh.
whale. You can see the beating heart and organs. You can see
No.
the intestines wrapped around people and whatnot. And like every episode, there's an episode of like people's heads getting smushed or like bodies getting blown up or bodies cut in
Yep.
half.
Yep.
There's
Yes.
I feel like it's like Game of Thrones level where I'm just like always wondering what's gonna happen next? Who's gonna
Well,
die
yeah.
next?
Like, I feel like there was after Game of Thrones, went away in season 6,
Yeah, it's
there was
unfortunate.
there's been like a loss there. There's like a hole that hasn't been filled for me. And I've always like enjoyed like
The
that kind of
suspense.
gory, not like gory, but like yeah, I guess like suspense, but like something like it leaves you with whoosh, and
You're in awe. You're like,
I'm
I
just
didn't
in
see
awe.
that.
Right.
I
Like,
didn't
because there's
expect
not
all that.
yeah, there's not a lot of shows, like, even Mandalorian, like, yeah, it has its moments, but it's not like every episode there were a few boring
Well, The
episodes in season
Mandalorian,
1.
I think like the season 1 was like a pilot, it's like testing the
Yeah,
waters, like putting, one foot in and one foot's like staying out to make
right,
sure like, in case if things don't fully go through.
right, but you're never gonna get, like, a plot twist moment, like, "Oh, I didn't expect that to happen." Like, I don't think it's gonna be, like, that crazy, but, like, for the boys, like, I was gonna say, it sounds bad, but I wish Homelander woulda lasered all the people.
That's what I was wishing for. So you're talking about the
Like
most recent episode when he's like standing right next to the congresswoman,
yes.
right? I told Malcolm, my roommate, I was like, I'm really hoping he lasers this guy's middle finger off and
Yes.
lasers the I just wanted him to kill the congresswoman. Which
Yes.
is in a
Like,
TV show, by the way. In the TV show, not real
in
life.
the
No.
TV show, this is all TV show. Um, but, like, and when he went all
I
over the
was
field.
like, no, he actually did it. And then my roommate Malcolm, he was like, oh, this is probably like, a dream or something. I'm like, don't you dare. Please don't take
Yeah.
that back. But he just kept lasering people down. And then you
Yes.
saw his eyes, and then it was all fake. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
Because I feel like he's getting a little bit soft, and I told you this over DMs. I was like, I feel like Homelander's getting a little bit either weak or soft, and Very gradually, but he is because I feel like he's starting to he's starting to think a little bit more about his decisions, and how he's like, I don't know. Like I almost wish he would have like impulsive, like whoosh, like I did that and like, oh, I screwed up, right? Like I wish I could take it back,
Is he
kind
really
of deal.
getting weak or soft though? I feel like that was the only episode where he became weak and soft, right? Like because he
Probably
didn't.
because of Stormfront.
Well, I don't know. Like I feel like because in the previous episodes he was like, I don't care what the people think. I'll do whatever I want. So it's like, oh, okay, you're good to go then. You can do whatever
Yeah, yeah,
whatever the heck you want over here. It's like,
right.
okay, if you want to laser some terrorists and you accidentally kill somebody else in the meanwhile, big whoop. But no,
Right.
and then in that episode, he kind of showed like, oh, he kind of cared still, and then
Yeah.
he resorted to Stormfront, and I was like, man, they took it to the next level here.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Stormfront. Like that I it'll be interesting to see how that plays
And
out.
like now, Stormfront knows that Starlight knows about her past, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, what would Homelander think? Would Homelander be fine with that? And like,
I think he'd be fine with that because I think he would like he's gonna become so attached to Stormfront that he'd be like, whatever, you know?
hmm, but can anybody actually replace Madeline Stillwell or Sitwell, whatever her name is?
Mm,
Can anybody be his real
well, he
mommy?
did. Well, no,
I mean,
I
he
don't
did
think
kill
so.
her.
He killed the doppelganger.
Yeah.
He was like, forget it."
Well, I mean, the doppelganger took it to another level.
Well, the doppelganger was like, I don't even want to talk. I can't even say like half the things that they say in that show. Good lord, you got to go to church after that show.
Oh, you
But
need more than church.
you need
You need to get
you,
like
holy
baptized to the
water.
extreme. Like,
Yeah, you need like something. Uh, but no, it's yeah, no, it's crazy. I just could like there's certain like moments in that show. Like when he pushed his son off the
off
roof,
the, yep.
like it was like the little birdie going to fly for the first time. Like, here, go ahead.
And you just
See
hear
what
the little
happens.
scream as he falls.
Ah!
Yeah, that was definitely one of the better parts of that episode.
I
Just
don't know.
watching him flop to the ground. But I mean, like now we know, right? The boy's a superhero, even though he didn't get injected with any of the compound V. So I mean,
Right.
some people are thinking that the son is going to be the one to kill Homelander, right?
Mhm.
Which to me is like, but the boy's only that young, so how is he gonna do it, right? Like, I could see if the boy was like, 15, 16, up, but like,
Right.
he looks like what, a 10-year-old in that. So,
Yeah, I feel like if the son became an issue to Homelander, Homelander would be like, whatever, I don't need you, and just like kill him.
I mean, now they kind of put that on hold, right? Like, Homelander
Yeah,
got shooed away by his son. Now I'm
yeah.
interested in like to see what pans out from that.
He probably just doesn't care.
Who, Homelander or the boy?
Homelander.
I feel like he kind of does, right?
He put
He was like
yeah.
having the proud moments. Oh, you called me dad, right?
It's so weird. He's so weird.
Yeah.
He really is.
Say you
But
love me.
oh god. No, smile. I feel like he would be like the one that'd be like, "Hey, smile," you know.
Oh yeah, he
No, I
does
feel like
this.
his mind's on Stormfront right now.
Oh yeah,
I
right
think.
now.
And I don't think he really has any intentions of anything else. Like he seems very distracted with all them flying around.
I feel
That
like
was the
what.
most interesting scene.
Yes, they went to town on that scene, all right.
Holy.
Being levitated in the sky. The home entertainment station getting destroyed. Chandeliers falling.
Jeez. Oh,
Laser beams to the chest.
oh,
Which I don't know. I'm still surprised by that. Like, to me, that showed him as a sign of weakness right there. When he could not kill her. Unless he wasn't going full intensity and, like,
he might have not. He might
But
be
I feel like
playing
he
a
had
card.
to.
He might be playing a card, I
I
think.
don't think so though. Like, I mean, maybe like if he did the laser beam for long enough, she would die from it. I could see,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like, his laser beam didn't instantly kill her.
right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I will never think of laser vision the same ever again. There's so many things wrong with that.
Yeah, boy.
God. Dude, there's so many things, like, I can't say. I just feel like I can't talk about,
It just
like, in
feels
detail.
wrong.
It does feel wrong. Like, y for anybody, if you're of age, if definitely watch the show. Um, Again, fair warning, gory,
Yeah, if you don't
sexual
mind
content.
gore, sexual
Um,
content,
yeah,
cursing
so
slash swearing, whatever you want to call it, heads being busted open,
but it is a
etc.
phenomenal. It is great. Um, and also really weird at the same time. I will
It's
say that.
different. It's unique.
It's
That's what makes it
really
great.
and that's the thing, like, you don't expect that from a TV show, I think, and then again, that's why you think it's great. So, which is awesome. So, love it.
Supposedly, only one scene has not been included in The Boys that Amazon said no to.
Oh, really? You know what it
Everything
is?
else Amazon has been fine with. Which is like, huh, I wonder what the scene was. Like, what did they say no to?
Yeah, what could be worse? I don't know. I can't even say because they surprised us with, like, so much stuff each episode. I don't even know what it would be. Like, how could they top it? How did they keep topping it?
What do you think happens in episode 6, right?
I can't even tell you, Jack. I have no every episode I'm continuously surprised by. But
I feel like Homelander and Stormfront have to be a power couple, right? In that
yeah.
episode. Like maybe in like episode 7, like they start to like fall apart maybe, or episode 8, like that's when like for sure total
You
war
think it
between the two of
you
them.
think it'd be that soon?
Well, I feel like she can't stay alive forever. One of them has to die, I feel like. And I feel like Stormfront would be the one to die.
I think Stormfront they can't kill off Homelander
Yeah.
because Homelander's just too good of a character. I hate
Oh, I
to
mean, I
say it.
feel like they're building up to where the son is the one that kills Homelander kind of deal.
Right.
So that's why I think
Or
Stormfront would
maybe
have to go.
the son goes to kill Homelander, but then kills Stormfront in the process.
He's
He
too
ends up
young
being
though. I don't think that would
you
happen yet. But then again, the TV show does many things to the mind.
well, going back to your theory where he wasn't using full power, maybe the son does use full power and it does kill Stormfront, tricking Stormfront that, "Oh, I can't die by this. I already knew." And then she dies by the sun. It would be a really interesting way of killing off a character because
Hmm.
in that sense, it's like 2 characters that you love, right? And you're, like, kinda intertwined in
We're
between.
talking about loving Stormfront, right?
Yeah. Like,
I
the
don't know if I
Homelander
really love Stormfront
no,
now.
no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
Homelander loves both of them. Yeah.
Homelander loves both of them, and he's in the middle, right? I don't like Stormfront. I'll be honest. I'm not a big
I
fan.
mean, I'm kind of liking her more and more. She's kind of winning me over by being anti-corporation, like just making fun of
True,
everything and
true,
just joking around. Like she's
true.
different.
Yeah, she is different. So, I'll give her that, but not my favorite character.
Well, definitely not.
Um, if you had a favorite character, who would it be? Homelander.
I think Homelander, right? Because like every scene with him, you don't know what's going to happen, right?
That's true.
Whether around, he's gonna slap somebody around, maybe like bop them over the head and make them lose their hearing and then kill them all.
Oh, that scene. That scene.
that
He's like, "What if I just do this?"
this, and now you're useless.
And now
Look at
you're
what you're
useless.
doing over here. Whatever her name is.
Ashley, I believe.
Yeah, Ashley, like this is why you come to me before you offer anybody into the 7. It's like, yep.
Imagine imagine if Marvel was like that, bro. Like Captain America or somebody just goes and or Iron Man just lasers people. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I feel like Cap has the strength to do that, right? So like, he could do that. Or I mean, you just get the Hulk.
Oh my god. Imagine that. Holy.
Man,
That's
can we get like a
crazy.
parody of the Marvel show with those heroes doing what the
Yes.
boys do?
Yes. I didn't ever see that. Like Marvel has ever allow that.
Yeah, that probably won't happen. They
Their
rely on
heroes
their
are
10-year
too
olds.
uptight. Too uptight.
So I mean, who's your favorite character? I mean, for me, I got like Homelander, and
Um,
then Stormfront is pretty good right now, and then Butcher. I think
I
those
like
are like
Butcher.
really the only ones that you could like really like
I
pick.
think um I think what they did with Deep is really interesting. How
Yes.
I think he's one of my like off characters. It's like not my favorite, but like definitely
You
fun
know,
to
you're
watch.
you're, you're like curious what's gonna happen to him.
Yeah, I think like his storyline, like when the dolphin went flying out the window, and he just like in slow motion, like
Oh.
oh
Or him panicking over the whale dying.
yeah, he's like oh my god,
They
oh my
killed him. They killed him. I'm just trying to stay by the whale.
god.
Didn't chase after the people that he was chasing after. He was too worried about the dying
No,
whale.
no. Oh, that whale was definitely dead. That was, there was no saving that thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that thing was done for. It was obliterated.
oh, but yeah, he's definitely a fun one to watch because you just, you know, like an off, like it kind of like a comedy relief in a show that's sort of like you don't know what's gonna happen like yet, but then they switch to him where he's like in therapy, like
Yes, the
you know,
church is trying to revitalize him to get him
yes,
into the seven.
hmm
But it seems like all the people, well, I mean, at least Stormfront has, experience with that church, right? So it's kind of interesting, like, think, like, oh, she's not a part of the church. What happened
yeah,
there?
right. Um, I
I mean, with the doppelganger, does she care for that?
the
Frenchie
dog
and
dead
MM.
now, dead. If
I mean,
nah,
I
I don't
don't
know.
think Frenchie's up there for me yet. I feel like he's kind of making his comeback. Like for a little bit, he's kind of like, nah.
Yeah.
He's too much of a simp for the female because they don't give her a real name, right? So the female,
Oh, oh, right. Yeah, her. Um,
yeah,
I forget what he calls her something.
like my
Starts with an
love,
M.
like
Oh, he says like, oh, it's not like a name.
no, he says something in French, I think, right?
Oh, maybe yeah. Yeah. Billy though, I think he's probably my favorite. Billy
He's
Butcher.
definitely interesting.
He's
Like he has a way with words.
oh yeah, and I like his accent. Like I think
Well, I
it's
mean,
really
because I instantly think of Call of Duty when I hear his voice, like
Captain
Captain
Price.
Price or like
Yeah.
yeah, whatever they got going on over there. Like one of the characters over there, he's definitely like hitting that role.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I just think he's a really interesting character and the way he is like I ain't gonna take no crap for anybody. I'm just gonna go and do what I gotta do. I gotta get stuff done and
Hmm.
then maybe mess it up.
He
and
wants his
try to
misses.
try to fix it. Right. And he's
And now
yeah.
his missus doesn't want him. I don't know how you deal with that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Mrs. doesn't want him because she can't. If she goes and
Well,
does
no,
anything.
because Billy doesn't want the boy. That's the only
Oh,
reason. Remember?
no, I don't remember that.
Because in episode 4 when they were trying to escape, right? Like she stops on the
Yeah.
bridge and she's like, I'm not coming with you. And he's
Oh,
like,
that's
why?
right.
And she's like,
Yeah.
because I know you wouldn't want Ryan to come with us. You would have
Yeah.
figured a way out to abandon his sorry
Yeah.
butt behind.
Right. He was like, oh yeah, he said he's like, oh, he's a freaking soup.
Yep,
So
soup.
yep, I remember that. Yep. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
no, and that's I have to agree with them. I hate to say I have to agree with them. Like, and it's but at the same time, it's also like that could be an asset, right?
I
Like,
mean, yeah.
raise the kid the way you would want him. Be a better father than Homelander. Treat the wife with the respect, and there you go.
But
You
now
got your own soup.
I now want to know, like, how is Ryan feeling about his abilities? Because before he didn't realize he had them. Now he
Right.
knows he can do, super,
Yep.
laser vision over here, and then now he has super strength. And I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna be able to fly. He's gonna be able to have super hearing, and
He's gonna have to work on the flying thing.
yeah. After that, it's like, come on now, are you even trying? Like,
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I feel like we have to see something by the end of the season from Ryan.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Skunk. Do we want to dive into, what character would some of the Afterlife members be from The Boys?
Yeah, I've been staring at that for a little bit because yeah, we can do that.
So
Because
Justin, I
this will
know
be
for sure
tricky.
watches the show.
Justin watches it.
Yes, I don't think anybody
Awesome.
else really does.
Okay. Well, if you any Afterlife members are listening right now, you should definitely watch it because it's amazing. Okay, so
Okay, Kyle, just don't watch it with your family nearby, since I know
yeah,
you're
don't
kind of iffy about that. Each
right.
episode is like an hour long. There's 8 episodes in each season, and currently right now they're releasing them weekly for season 2. So
We should get paid for this. Holy, come on now.
honestly, I mean, no, they hired a YouTuber to make a, in like season 1 where they had the baby with the laser vision.
Yeah.
So they hired Michael Reeves to make a baby doll that had laser vision that would set things on fire.
Oh my god, it's great.
So I mean, I was a bit surprised that Amazon was willing to do that, but
That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
if Amazon, you want to hire us,
Yeah, we'll just talk about your
just give us
show
a
every
little
week.
bit of money, like you guys are like your owner's like a trillionaire, so like if you want to give us like $1 million, like that's fine,
That
a
would be
billion, we'll
great.
take that too.
A billion would be good because then we can get like a big house, like and with maids, and yeah, it would be great.
Afterlife House,
And a
easy.
roofer. What do they call it? A roofer? Isn't that what they're called?
What?
A roofer?
What are you
The
talking
the
about?
robot. The Hoovers.
Oh, what are those things called?
Um,
I don't
the
remember.
Roombas?
Yeah, there you go, Roombas. They're useless
Roombas.
though.
What?
They're
What do you mean?
actually useless.
They
Like,
don't work? You have one?
they don't. Oh, my dad has one. They don't really work well, I would say, especially if they get stuck on stuff. I mean, they have like technology to figure out like, where stuff like it adapts over time. If it gets stuck here,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm not gonna go here again then. And then you can kind of
Huh.
mark out not to go there kind of deal on the thing. But like they're still not effective at like picking stuff up. Like if you have dust on the ground, you're probably still going to need to sweep or whatever.
Right.
Or if you're
Okay.
using it on carpet, that's not going to work at all.
Really?
Yeah, it probably won't really do that well on carpet.
Wow. Okay. I'm
So I mean, I
surprised.
wouldn't recommend it. I just hire cleaners, to be honest.
Hey, they got ones for grass now.
Well, I mean, they
The
have
lawn
ones for
cutting ones.
carpet, but I don't think they really work all that well. Like you're better off just vacuuming yourself and calling it a day.
Just do the work yourself or get a cleaner.
Yes, hire people.
Either way, characters. Okay, so
Okay, I think we got to take the easy route. Who would Caffers be? Right, we got Madeline, we
Cappers.
got Mother. Well, no, we got not Mother. The female.
Who?
We got the female.
Wait, were you gonna hold on a second? Wait, Jay, if you would have said the second word, oh, you would have been done for.
Yeah, I would have been done.
Maeve, right?
Yeah, we got Stormfront, right? And then we got
um,
Butcher's wife, and then we have which is Becca, and then we have Starlight.
I don't know the Butcher's wife like as a
Becca?
like developed character too
Well, she's
well.
not
Like
really
she's
developed enough.
yeah, so I can't really say too much. I don't say that.
I mean, I could see Caffers
Um,
kind of being that role because like Becca is
really?
raising a child on her own, like teaching the child things. So like as a
Caffers has a
teacher,
child?
well, no,
Oh.
but she's a teacher or was
Oh,
a
she's a
teacher.
teacher. Oh,
So I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
like I'm like, well, maybe Caffers could be that, but I feel like Caffers is
Well,
not at that stage in her life where she
nah, I
wants to
don't think
do
so.
that. So I could see Caffers.
I feel like
It'd be a
she's a
Maeve or
Maeve.
Stormfront.
I think she's a Maeve. I don't feel like she's Stormfront. I don't feel like she's that
I don't think
edgy.
she's crazy enough for that, but I could
Yeah.
see like if Caffers wanted to have some fun, she'd be Stormfront.
Yeah, Caffers can hold her ground, right? Being a Maeve. And
I don't know. I feel like
Also,
Maeve doesn't really hold her ground. I feel like she's a pushover, in the past few episodes.
true.
Like she's always like, huddling around like, oh my gosh, Daddy Homelander's here.
True.
He's listening in on her phone call.
True.
Oh
And
no,
would she be? She might be more like Starlight.
oh, I guess there's Ashley too. But that's another
Uh,
pushover, so I don't think.
yeah. I'm gonna change my answer since you said that. I'm gonna say she's more like Starlight.
Hmm.
Because Starlight is more like what
I
I'm
guess
trying to
she's
say.
kind of like going through that arc where she's like becoming more of a. See, not being able to curse is difficult. A bad butt, bad butt. She's not being a pushover as much anymore. Like I feel.
Oh,
Right?
a bad ass.
Yeah, there you
Badass.
go. There.
I'll say it for you.
Yeah. So I mean, I
um,
feel like Starlight's starting to get there. Like before, she was like a little bit pushover. You have Homelander over here like shoving his fist like up her rib cage or whatever. In that elevator scene.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But like now she's like starting to like let loose and like not
Yeah.
care.
I would say Starlight. I think it's Starlight. What do
Starlight
you
or
think?
Stormfront for me. I feel
Okay.
like Stormfront, like if we take out like the whole craziness,
Mhm.
factor, but like more of like she's outgoing. She doesn't really like she'll do her own thing. I feel like Kaffers can do that.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's go with
Okay.
Hugh. Let's think for Hugh
Hugh.
here.
Hugh. Hugh.
Who's a wacky character on here?
Well, yeah, they're all wacky. I had to
That would
say
match Hugh though.
that would match Hugh. Uh, Huey? No.
No,
Uh,
Huey's too nerd. I mean, Hugh is, smart, but I feel like Huey's like too nerdy, not what Hugh is.
uh, uh,
Hmm.
this is actually tricky because Hugh's his own character. Like, it's true. Um, oh, the Deep. I feel like he would be the Deep. The beginning Deep.
It's like season 1 deep.
Season 1 Deep. If we're going off of season 1 Deep, I would say he'd be that.
Hmm.
Like, kinda like, hey, like, chill, like, almost like, here I am type of deal,
Okay,
right?
I can see that.
I feel like if he was gonna be like any of the characters, season 1 Deep. Not
Hmm.
season 2 or yeah, not
Yeah,
season
where
2
he's like
because
a. Yeah.
a wuss.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, who would
okay.
be Homelander? Let's think.
That's the main
Who's
question,
gonna
right?
be Cuckoo, or do we want to start with Butcher first?
Butcher, who would be
Because I don't
Butcher?
think we need to go through the whole list, or this be like last podcast.
Yeah, it'd be like last okay. Alright, we'll go with the main ones then.
Homelander.
I don't
Who's
feel like
super
anybody's
alpha?
super alpha. There you go, Jay.
What, me?
You be
I mean, I guess
Homelander.
for managing the server, but I don't know if I'm like that personally.
Uh,
What? Mm.
White maybe?
Mhm.
No?
See, I was wondering, like, I feel like, looking at our list of people, right?
Wait,
Right?
are you looking at AfterLife members or are you looking at the list of
List of afterlifers.
You
I'm
can't
like,
remember.
well, no, I'm making sure. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, we got this because we don't always talk to all the afterlife members, so I need to, double check with myself here. What is okay?
What?
What would I feel like Winter would have to be one of them. I could see Winter,
Homelander?
like like
Probably
Homelander and
Homelander.
Billy. I feel like
Yeah.
Winter has that like, Winter has the ability to like be crazy if he wants to,
Yeah.
and be like outgoing, extroverted kind of deal.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Homelander is definitely like that.
Not
Um,
saying we have anything against you, Winter. We love you. It's just, we're just
no,
saying,
this is
you're
just
very extroverted. You're fun to be around.
characteristics.
Yes, characteristics besides the craziness factor. I mean, you're kind of
Yes,
crazy, but yeah,
we're not saying that you do exactly what Homelander does in the show, because that would
maybe a
be
little,
if you do.
maybe a little bit more.
Billy. Who's like a total badass?
I don't know if we really have that kind of like.
None of it. Nobody. Nobody's like that. Which is true. I mean, me. Yeah, definitely me.
I don't think you are.
Because I like to play tough guy. You know,
I
like
mean,
if I'm gonna choose a character in a game, it's gonna always be the tough guy.
but I don't see you being that person.
No, like
Because
personally,
like
no.
he has no feelings for other people, really, Billy. Unless
I
he's like
do.
reminded of it, right?
Yeah.
Like MM's pulling him aside, like your canary's about to die right now. You better pick your canary back up. Your canary's singing for you. You better listen to him. I mean, I don't know, like, hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think there's. I don't think I have one for Billy,
okay.
unfortunately.
Who's like a Huey then?
Huey. I feel like White.
White could be that role. Maybe
I think
Puff.
maybe White. Maybe Justin. I feel like. Um, I feel like there's a lot of people that can be like Huey, because Huey's very relatable, right? He's like a human.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, normal. I was normal, and then now I'm like crazy. But
You think any of the Afterlife members would be Gecko?
who's Gecko again?
The pushover guy that stole the compound V from Bot?
Well, the compound
He's the
V
one that
from.
had his arm getting chopped off in one of the scenes and was also saying, "Hey, for an extra
Oh, the
thousand
guy that
dollars, I'll let you
the guy
cut
that.
something else off."
Oh, oh, that's right. Um, who? No, I don't think anybody would be Gecko. I really like. That's a hard one. That's like
Oh,
it's almost like hey, what's up type of deal. Like, no, he's just weird.
okay, okay,
I
okay. I think we need to stop with this.
yeah, I don't think there's. Yeah, no, definitely not. No, there's no Gecko. I'm sorry. That is a flat no. If anybody's like that, because there's nobody kinky. Like I feel he's like kinky guy.
Hmm.
So that's how I would describe him. I think we got it down.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're
I
good.
think I think we got it down. Why don't we do a podcast suggestion? How about that?
Okay. Hashtag ad.
Um, that's a good one on here. Oh
Hashtag
yeah.
ad.
Oh yeah. You can submit your podcast suggestions on YouTube, and you can also submit them here on our Discord with lovely all that good stuff. So you can go and do the podcast suggestions on there. And
What's our Discord, Skunk? You don't know? Uh huh.
tiny.cc/AL Discord.
There you go.
Hey,
Capital
I got
A,
it.
capital L, capital D, and then lowercase everything
Hey,
else.
I'm learning. Um, I want to. Okay, this one I feel like it relates to me a little bit. When can? Okay, this one's from Aozzya. Ozzy on our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
15. Submitted on 9/15/20.
Okay.
When can Christmas music be played? When do you? I'm curious to know when you feel like it's all right to be played.
Hmm. I feel like it would only be really acceptable when it like gets closer to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So like middle of November or
Okay. That's
like a
fair.
few days before Thanksgiving, because like I feel like that doesn't allow enough time for spoopy season to kind of end, and then like for like a break to happen, and then for
Yeah.
Christmas to enter the picture.
Okay. 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 That's fair. I feel like that's like the normal generic, like
Oh, now
what
you're calling me
a lot of people
generic
say.
here.
No, 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 no.
Okay,
I feel
okay.
like No, I'm just saying, I feel like that's like a lot of people would say.
Hmm.
For me for me, I right now, I have the urge to listen to Christmas music and play Christmas music. The urge. The absolute most, like, I wanna do it type of deal. But the problem is, like what you said, I feel bad because Halloween isn't over.
We haven't even gotten to Halloween yet. You
That's what I
know,
mean. Like,
like there's another
we're not
question
even
that
past
deals with
that.
it, right?
Yeah. We're not even we're not even past. And I feel like well, and partially it's because I have to learn the Christmas songs and all that stuff, for Christmas parties and whatnot. Well, I'm usually typically playing them ahead of time.
Hmm.
But this year, it's much earlier, and I don't know why. But for me, if I could, I would probably listen to it in, like, end of September. I know people are gonna think that's crazy, but if I could but I usually wait until, like, right after Halloween,
Yeah, I
like,
think that's the
the
only time that's acceptable. Like you have to
day
let
1 after
Halloween to
Halloween.
get its, moment of shine
Yeah,
or
that's true.
darkness, I guess.
That's true. Yeah.
But
You gotta wear your costume, you know?
one of the people in the Afterlife Discord has already started playing Christmas music. You might be
Really.
surprised. It's Tinkfro. He's already
Really?
playing Christmas music with the music bot in our Discord. He
I will
started
admit
doing
I
that like a
have
week or two ago.
if you, listen to my Spotify or if you see me you know, having my Spotify open on Discord, where you can click on it, you can listen with me.
Hmm.
Will make a confession, I have, like, listened to, like, a song or 2 or something like that, just to, like, yeah, get a little taste tester, but that's about it, really.
Yeah, I
Little
don't think
tea.
we're there yet. Like for me, it's still like a little warm. So like maybe if it was cooler outside, I'd be fine with it.
It's cold here.
We're still peaking at like high of 77 ish, but
Oh,
but like it's still warm in my apartment. If I'm cooped up
yeah,
in my
yeah.
apartment and it's warm in here, then to me it's not really fall
No,
vibes or
it's not
winter
there.
vibes yet. But I mean, when I go outside and it's like 50 something degrees, I'm like, yeah, it's getting there.
It's getting there because you feel the colder weather, you feel it like, I think that's
Yes,
what
the
it is, like, you
breeze
feel
that's
the
coming in.
weather, like, changing, and I love it, oh my gosh.
Oh, yes, it's great. I can't wait for my room to start freezing. That way my computer can be the hot box it needs to be.
I've been sleeping with my window open most nights now. It's
See, I
great.
wouldn't mind like having my window open, but the thing is, my window is right next to where all the cars pass by and all the people walk by.
Uh,
So it's like, if, it would be nice to have my window open right now, but I don't want people to be able to be heard or hear like cars go over the speed bumps or whatever,
right.
or hear people like screaming outside because they're getting murdered.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah.
'Cause I live in a quiet neighborhood, so
Hmm.
it's just, like, very peaceful, so
Yeah.
but, I mean, speaking of fall, we have another podcast suggestion from, Mr. Lamp,
Hmm.
a good old Lampy boy, you know who you are. When is it okay to decorate for fall/Halloween? I feel like now, right? That's an easy
Yes.
one.
Starting September 21st or 22nd, whatever the fall equinox is.
Yeah, whenever fall happens, right?
Because
I don't think you could ever be too early.
I feel like Halloween doesn't get as much love anymore. Like Halloween, I feel like when we were growing up, it was cool. Now I feel
Oh,
like
now
it's
we don't
lame.
sound old. Don't go there. Don't
Well,
sound
no,
old.
like think about it. Like I don't know
Yeah.
if it happens in your area, but like when I like drive around in my area, there's no like pumpkins really outside or like
Mm,
Halloween decorations like there used to be.
that's
Lots more
true.
people aren't passing out candy, and it's like, oh, I don't see as many kids walking around my neighborhood, but that
Well,
just might be because my neighborhood's growing up.
yeah,
But I mean, I would assume that there are kids living there
right.
if their bus is still being driven around my neighborhood.
We've never had any trick-or-treaters here.
Oh, really?
Never. Well, we've had, but they're, like, neighborhood kids, and ever since they moved away, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you see my street. It's probably because of that, because my
Yeah.
street's kinda like a one-off street.
Yeah, it's not really a neighborhood. It's just like a
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
But even like in my neighborhood, which is actually like a neighborhood, like there like nobody's decorating anymore, even for Christmas, I would say too.
Really? Oh,
Like like maybe for Christmas you would find like 5 or 6 houses out of that whole neighborhood.
right.
And like some of them even like take it the easy way where they get like one of those like little spotlight things that put like lights on your house. Like they don't even put the lights up
Yeah.
anymore.
My neighbor actually has those. They actually switched over from putting up lights to one of those things that just shines and it like puts all the
Yeah.
polka dots all over your house. I like the lights. I used to really be speaking of that, I used to really love I would be up on the roof, yeah, like hanging the icicle lights.
Mhm.
My family didn't like doing that, but I loved it. I thought it was the
Well, yeah, I
coolest.
mean, I don't blame them. Like, it's another thing added to your electricity bill, something that you have to turn on and turn off, right?
Yeah,
It's something that somebody has to hang up and also take down. Like, that's a pain that most people probably
yeah,
don't want to deal with.
absolutely. But I bought the hooks and everything to go in the gutters. I it's fun. I love decorating. I used to. I don't like doing it anymore though. I leave it to like
Lol, boomer.
I'm not a big fan of it really. I'm not because I'm the one that had to do it. You know, somebody wanted to do it.
Yeah. It's okay at the
It's,
Afterlife house, we'll get one.
oh, if we have an
We'll
afterlife house, I would
decorate it.
probably do it 1 year.
We'll make a whole video for the hub channel, decorating the house.
We could become like you ever see those houses that like have like music along, like you turn on the radio station. You
I
ever
don't
see
know
those?
if we'll do that. I mean, we in Maryland when my dad lived there, one of the people on that street did that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's awesome because you get to listen to it and it's like the house, like, oh, it's so cool. Love it.
I can't imagine their electricity bill and all the equipment they need for that.
Yeah. No, seriously, it's a lot.
But yeah, Afterlife House, we can do like a pumpkin carving, stream or video.
Contest, stream.
Cook some pumpkin seeds, man. I haven't had those in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had them in ever because my mom always burns them. So
Ooh.
yeah,
I think I've only really had them once or twice, and that was probably like a decade ago.
yeah. I would say if I have, I don't even know. I'm excited. I actually want to carve pumpkins this year. It's been like it feels like forever since I've carved a pumpkin.
Yeah, it would definitely be forever for me. Been a bit.
We should do a dual stream.
Oh
What?
gosh.
What? No, it would be fun. Come on. We could do
Oh
a dual
gosh.
stream where we both stream and we have like a multi-stream, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're both carving pumpkins and hanging out in Discord.
Hmm.
I'll
Well,
buy
we'll
another webcam
we'll
and
have
we can
to
have
see.
dual cams going on.
Oh, that would suck. That's right. You
What?
would need 2 cameras.
You kind of would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because you need one facing like kind of you and one, looking at the pumpkin kind of
Pumpkin.
deal.
Yeah,
Maybe. I mean, I guess you don't fully. I mean, you could try to use your phone, I guess, if you really want to.
that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get one of them big. I always ride past like this farmers market
Mm-hmm.
thing where they have like these big, humongous pumpkins, like just ginormous pumpkins. I've always wanted one. I'm probably gonna pick one up this year.
Yeah, my apartment complex, they do like where pumpkin carving contest, whoever has the best like pumpkin, you can win
Oh yeah.
money. But I think I'm good, there's a lot more, artistic people out there than me, pretty sure.
Well, come on. Are we not gonna do the stream then? Come on.
Uh,
Gonna let everybody down now. Everybody's gonna want it.
You're the one that suggest I can just edit it out,
No, you can't do that.
just bleep it all.
You're not
Whenever
gonna do
you just
that.
talk,
You're not gonna give
bleep.
yourself more work to do. Come on now.
I mean, I haven't done timestamps for the last 2 podcasts, which were the 2 live
I
ones.
know. I went to the podcast last time on my stream, I believe, to listen to the part to where we talked about the thing, and you didn't have timestamps. I'm like, "What the heck is this?" He doesn't have timestamps. The one time I need
Yes, I
them, and
spent
one time I
time
don't.
making the thumbnail, and that podcast did the worst out of all the podcasts,
Did
if
it
I recall
really?
correctly. Yeah, and it had the most crazy looking thumbnail too.
Yeah, well,
I thought, like I figure I should, pump it up, make it stand out, and then it did the worst.
come on, people. Come on. Just
Hmm.
get like it, view it, share it, smell it, just give it all the love, okay? Caress it a little bit. We try hard with this podcast, and by
Yep.
we, I mean Jay, so
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just here for the ride.
We gotta do a Lego stream at some point too, Skunk.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that, yeah. I got tar all over me, look at this.
Yeah, I could tell, when you got up at one point, like you were adjusting yourself, I'm like,
Probably like he's
did you
probably
get like
got,
a
like,
tattoo or something right here?
like
What's
like
happening
some
here?
like some disease going on. I can't stop looking at it, it's very distracting. My hands
I thought you
my
took a
hand
shower before this.
oh, it doesn't come off with water. You gotta, like it's
So you
gross.
didn't scrub yourself?
I did, but it doesn't come off.
How else does it come off?
Well, I was about to tell you, it comes off with gasoline. You have to actually put gasoline and, like, rub your I washed that's how my hands are actually, like, surprisingly good because I've, like, cleaned them with gasoline first and then washed it with water. That's, like, the only way it'll come off. But over time, it's like a fake tattoo where it'll wear off or it'll dissolve into your skin.
Hmm. And I
Um,
can't imagine that's good for you.
no, it's not, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, because 'cause I'm at work, I was putting on, like, this tar stuff, dip it with a paint roller in the bucket. We're doing, like, an addition, so you have to, like, paint the waterproof it, get
Mm-hmm.
this, like, black liquid. So, ugh. So, and the last bucket I opened was, like, a, real, not, like, dense. It was dripping everywhere. That's why I got all over
It
me.
was just oozing all over you.
Oh, it was just oozing everywhere. It was
Mm-hmm.
disgusting. Ugh. Anyway, but what were we talking about? I forget.
We were talking about, when you could decorate, us having to do streams for pumpkin carving,
Oh, Lego
Lego
stream.
building,
That's right. Lego stream.
you
I don't
getting
think I
tatted up over here.
yes. No, but a Lego stream would be cool. But Legos are just so expensive. That's the unfortunate thing.
I mean, I was live on a Mandalorian Lego set because that just came out like a week ago. The Razor Crest,
Is it
$120.
I'll buy
I
that.
know it hurts.
Come on, let's buy it and we'll build it.
Well, the thing is, I don't really have space anywhere to put it. So I'm like, if I get a Lego set, like I don't
Now
have
you're
anywhere to
just
put
making
it.
excuses. Up on that shelf back clean off that shelf back there, and then there you
Well,
go.
that has like a hair dryer, lint roller, and then I think towels and other crap on it.
You can make it work. You're just being excusey.
That's money.
I know. That's how I feel right now. There's so many things I wanna get, but I'm like, ah,
Yeah, like
I
you
also
want to
need to
move
move
to
out.
Georgia.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
sure. That didn't seem very confident.
oh yeah, sure. That's all it means, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
no. Um, no. Listen, I you gotta get the Legos, all right? Honestly, I am in the same boat as you. Like, I have no idea where I would put it, to be honest.
Yeah, you even have shelves like above your room, like and
Dude,
whatnot.
but they're all occupied right now. I mean, I guess it could go up above me, but I would like to show it off. That's one thing I would love to have in the background instead of this blanket hanging here, is like a shelf of cool things
Why you
that I
gotta
get.
move so you can have a bigger room
I'm living in a 10 by 10 square right now, good lord. Uh, but anyway,
in a
yeah,
hot box.
it's actually not that bad.
I mean, yeah, it's cool over where you're at, but I'm
Well,
talking about
also,
like the
huh?
side, like when it's like summer.
It's actually not that bad either, to be honest,
Mm,
because we have central air and it actually does a good because my room is so small, it just does a number on it. So
mm.
yeah, it's not too bad. But what are you gonna do? But speaking of moving out and doing responsibility stuff and all that great stuff, what is the worst chore, Jay? What is it? Tell me. You said you had one. You knew one for the podcast. What
I
is it?
feel like it depends. Like a lot of people hate washing or doing the dishes, right? Like
I guess I don't do any of that.
because like sometimes when you actually have to clean a pan by hand and then like rinse off the dishes to make sure there's nothing like crusty on there. That way when you put it in the dishwasher, if you do use the dishwasher, then it actually comes off, right?
Yeah.
So like washing dishes can arguably be bad because like if you were in charge of washing like your family's dishes, like it's crazy to think like how many cups people use. Like my stepbrothers, they don't reuse a cup. They use the
Yeah.
cup once and they're done. Like if it was water, it goes in the dishwasher. If it was
Same with
milk,
my brothers.
dishwasher.
Yep.
For me, I've used the same coffee mug right over here for the past like week, and then I rinse it out each time.
Right. You
So
just rinse.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
rinse it out, and then after a week, then I wash it with soap again, and then use it again.
I've done that before with like a
But like
coffee mug. Yeah.
people just I don't know, like if you have to wash other people's, and then sometimes like they just put their plate in the sink. They don't
Right.
rinse it off, so like then it gets all
Oh,
nasty.
yes. I've had the ketchup incident before where it's like or
Ketchup, peanut butter and jelly that just goos
uh,
on there and solidifies. Or like, when peanut butter gets stuck on a knife, you actually have to, get that off. Or, if you put it in the
cheese
dishwasher, it's not going to get cleaned.
cheese is, like, hardened on the plate. It's
Yeah.
awful
So, I
because
mean,
I've had to do so many dishes for this family. I don't do it anymore because I don't make any dishes. I've just, like, I don't make any dishes, and if I do my own. That's about it. Like, and doing my own isn't really anything because I order out, like, every freaking night, so yeah, no,
this is
it's
why we need the AfterLife house.
what? Why? So I can
So
do
you don't
everybody's
have to eat out.
You gonna cook for me?
I mean, you can cook too.
No, you
My
said
gosh,
you're
we're
gonna
gonna have cooking streams. I'm gonna be
I
like,
don't know about
okay,
that.
Skunk, you're gonna cut the potatoes.
I'm gonna order Papa John's.
I'm gonna be like, Skunk, cut the potatoes over here. Dice them like this, and then
Looking that up,
mash them up so we can make mashed
you guys
potatoes.
refused to let me get Papa John's. Refused.
I'll just confiscate, your phone, your credit cards, everything. Easy.
Listen, it's fine, alright?
Thievery at its finest.
Fine. You guys can cook up a gourmet meal, I'll just be fine with Papa John's over here, I'll be good.
Not when
Alright?
you're broke.
I'm good, I'm broke. Yet.
I mean, if you move, I mean, you won't have that job anymore.
Oh shit, I'm moving all the way over there.
Uh, we've already discussed this matter. Okay,
You
Skunk,
already
what's the other worst chore?
What was the first one?
We said washing dishes is one of them.
Oh, you said Washington, okay.
I mean, I have
Uh,
another one.
oh, you have another one, okay. Uh, okay. Laundry, but hold on. Laundry, but folding laundry. Not putting in the washer. Well, putting in the washer, easy. Throw it in, done. Switch it to the dryer, easy, done. Carry it upstairs. Comes time to fold it. I want nothing to do with folding laundry because I just feel like it's time consuming. And I'm just like, I don't know. That and also mowing the lawn.
Yeah, mowing the lawn is definitely tedious, especially in the summer.
And if you get like 2 weeks behind, it's like, and when your
Yeah.
brother's supposed to be doing it, no. Listen, it's bad. All right. That that and
Yeah,
that
when the
gets
grass grows back basically every week, so then you have to mow it every week kind of deal.
I hate when I have to do it twice. Like I have to raise up the lawnmower once, go back, lower it down, do it again. It's like, oh my god. Like that is when it becomes annoying. When it's just easy, smooth sailing, sure, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that and folding the laundry. But it's almost like at the end points, like if I get backed up or if I have to fold. I don't know. Very specific parts of the chore.
Mm.
If not done right, could be a problem.
I think cleaning the bathrooms also has to be like one of the other chores.
My mom does that. I do not do that.
You have to clean the mirror. Like in my dad's case, they don't want a speck of like any of the paper towels left behind. If you leave it, that means you did a poor job. It's like, if you're cleaning the mirrors, better not see any of that or you're failing. You gotta clean the sink, make the faucet look all shiny and whatnot. If you have one of the shiny faucets, make it look shiny. Spit,
Yeah.
spit clean it over here, clean the actual sink itself around it, get all the grime away, clean the
Yep.
showers or bathtub, whatever you got going on, clean the toilet, get rid of everybody's little pee stains everywhere, clean
All
around the
around
toilet
the
because,
toilet,
some people
around it.
can't aim,
My
empty the
brother.
trash can, some people, I mean, luckily I don't live with my dad, but supposedly somebody, just chucks away a lot of tissues or toilet paper in their little bathroom trash can, and it's just piling up. Yeah.
Blowing their nose, obviously. Right, right.
Yes, they're constantly blowing their nose. Their
Yes.
elephant's trunk over there, yep. They're constantly blowing away. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I couldn't imagine having them empty that trash can, me. I'd just probably throw it all over their bed. Yeah, I mean, I think cleaning the bathroom is like one of the lame ones to do, especially like, if your head's getting down eye level with the toilet, you have to clean that
Yeah,
seat, get rid of
yeah.
all pee, poop, whatever, that might be left behind, make it all white.
I feel like another thing is like anything pet related, like having to, um, for instance, when I had like fish tanks and stuff.
Yes.
I guess even my turtle tank now, like having just to clean that
Cleaning
out,
the
clean out the
tank.
filter, or cleaning up dog poop, which we don't do. But I already you already knew. You already knew. Not when you came to my house though. Uh I forgot to tell you that part when you came to my house. Don't walk in the grass. Landmines everywhere. But that's like the perfect defense for like a robber though. Like they come to rob your
They aren't
house, they
gonna
walk through the
care.
grass. They walk through the grass and
It's
like
not like that poop's gonna be fresh anyways.
that's true. It could be like a also like a backfire because then they once they rob your house, they walk through and
Yeah,
track
they're gonna tread it all over your house. Just
they're gonna track crap all over the house. Oh, so now you got a robbed house and crap in it. Oh my god. All right. Anyway, never mind. We're gonna have to clean up the dog poo.
yeah,
Not a good
cleaning
idea.
up dog poop's definitely an annoying one. Especially like if your dog doesn't make like the big mounds of poop, like they get hidden in the grass and you're like looking everywhere.
Especially if the grass is long and then it goes through the lawnmowers. That's the
Yep, and
worst
you just get a
part.
nice poof of that smell.
Like that. Yes. Ugh.
I think that's really it. I don't know if there's like really anything like else chore wise. It's like
I know having a car, but I like to do this. That's the
I
thing.
don't
Like the
think.
core I like to
I mean,
do.
I guess if like your parents force you to clean their car, then that could be tedious. But I don't really see them doing that.
But my car I always keep clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always like even the outside, the inside. Like I actually like doing that
Yeah.
because I look. I don't know. It's like a weird thing. Like my room, since it's so small, I don't mind cleaning it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, like little things like that. Like I actually find it, like to be honest, kind of satisfying. Like when you find like that, like clean, like you just like, oh, that's like I don't know, it's different.
Yeah.
Especially with my car, because it's like when you wipe down the dash or you clean off like I took my car camping for 2 weekends in a row. It got real dirty on the outside. So when you like scrub it down and you just see all the dirt coming off, it's like I don't know. That's weird. I think it's interesting. Very, very interesting. So,
Hmm. Yeah, I could see that. It's your baby.
yeah,
I mean,
might be
maybe that effect might disappear. Or maybe because it's something that you bought with your hard-earned money that, you want to care about it so much more, right?
well, I do. I because it is a lot of money. Um, so it's like my first big purchase. So I definitely take pride in that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hit 30,000 miles the other day. Growing up too fast. Eh.
Pretty sure you're gonna pass me in my car.
Well, I have a long drive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 30
Yes, you
minutes.
drive, you work, you do a lot more.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. Yeah, you remember when I was looking for the darn car?
Yes, your
Every night
struggle.
yes, we would be just late. I'd be here. I'd be like,
You
they'd be
just
like,
be
so what?
stalking cars, be like,
So
oh, that one
which?
looks good. What do you
Yeah.
think
So
of
what?
this one? Oh, it comes in this color. What about this one?
Yeah, I'd be in a call with Jay. Jay would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Looking for cards." He's like, "Oh God."
Uh-huh.
Like, play Fortnite with me at the time, or Minecraft. I think it was, like, an in-between phase. Um, yeah, yeah.
And look at you now.
Yeah, I'm on Carvana looking no, I'm kidding. I had to go back on the site just to, like, resemble it.
Come on now.
Yeah. No, it's, yeah, no, it was a good time. Very good time. Lovely. It's a good thing to own something that you wanna take care of,
Mhm.
so oh, Jay, what do you wanna talk about, bud?
This is your job, Mr. Host.
I don't know. Everything I'm looking at is like, eh.
Come on, you are the host here. Use that noggin of yours.
Oh,
What are you feeling?
what am I feeling?
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't know. I mean, Josh didn't really give a good podcast suggestion, even though it's long.
True.
I'm sorry, Josh. I kinda had to throw shade to you.
Yes, Josh Toyota. You
You've
have a
already
lame
answered that.
suggestion. There you go.
You already answered it. No, I don't have like okay. What is a fate worse than death?
I feel like that has to be like something that you experience like sheer embarrassment from, right? Like, like there's like stories about like since, a lot of schools are virtual right now, like, you're on Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you're on Zoom on your phone. You think you're muted and you go to the bathroom, you let it rip.
Oh, my cousin told me a story about being on a Zoom call with the so something was going on. Oh, I can't talk about that too much. Anyway, no, there no, there was another I can't really explain the subject of the story because it's gonna offend some people probably. So, no, he was like he thought I'll just explain the base. So he thought he was muted on his mic in the call. He was talking
Mhm.
about his teacher, and he was like, "Man, this effing B word,
Mm.
she doesn't know what she's talking about." And they were like, uh Connor, what? What'd you say? And he's like, "Oh,
Connor
nothing,
did
nothing,
this?
nothing's wrong." Yeah, believe that?
I cannot believe that. No. I
Yeah,
don't think any of my classes have experienced that yet.
I'm sure people are very careful before they say something like that.
Probably, but like, I mean, I always make sure. I mean, I've set Zoom up to where I automatically join the call muted, so I mean, I'm fine. I
Okay,
mean, I don't ever turn my webcam on for any of the Zoom calls.
okay,
I mean, they don't require it,
optional thing.
thankfully.
It should be optional.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of them require it. That way, they can see if you're paying attention, or if you're staring away at your phone, or maybe you're asleep in bed, or
Online school. When I went to online
yes.
school, Overwatch, live lesson over here, Overwatch over here, and then sometimes the live lesson would end, and I'd be the only
Still
one
be in
left
it, yep.
in the
I
room.
did that, what day did I do that? I think I did that Friday or Wednesday last week. I just joined the call, laid in bed, and I fell back asleep while she was teaching class, and, like, I was still on Zoom with my phone open, and I was like, "Oh." It's, like, 20 minutes past the class ending, I'm like, I wonder if she, like, asked if, like, if I was still here or not."
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's great having Zoom. Like, I woke up late today. I woke up literally when class started. Just open my computer, boop, boop, boop. If I want to, pay attention on my computer, I can do that, or I can just jump back in my bed.
yeah, some of my classes, they would require you to type in the chat, like, if the teacher asked something and you had, like, 3 strikes.
Hmm.
So, like, if they asked about
Answer.
something and if you didn't answer that, 1 strike for you. So, um and then, like, they would kick you out of the room, like, if I've had that happen to me before. So, like, I would get kicked out of rooms, I would get because I was like, "Ah,"
You didn't care.
especially if they were mandatory, right?
Mm.
I was like, "I don't know." So,
Yeah,
but
so I think being embarrassed, like, in some shape or form is like one of the worst,
yeah.
like, ways, like, it's a worse fate than death, right?
Yeah, definitely. Um, wait, is that where this stemmed from? No. There's
What?
no this stemmed from that.
What?
Okay, okay. I guess being embarrassed, okay. No, we just went on a tangent. I
Yeah.
forgot that's what this topic was. Um, fate worse than death.
I mean, being
Uh,
responsible for like catastrophic failure, like if you got in a car accident, causing somebody else pain or a disability, right? Like that would
yeah,
be worse than you dying, right?
trauma.
Yeah, like just
Like,
being responsible for somebody else, like in that shape, and
yeah,
like now you
there's a
have to
lot of
face the
things.
repercussions for the rest of your life, thinking about it, living with it,
Yeah,
what she caused.
right. There's a lot of times where like, people get like paralyzed, and then they're living, but they're not really
Yeah.
living, type of deal. Which is it could be a fate worse than death, really.
I mean, some people like, cutting a relationship with like their parents and like never getting to tell them I love
Yeah,
you, and then they die, later. Like, maybe you've been putting that
that's
phone
true.
call with them off and like they die. It's like, they didn't deserve that, Now the
Nope.
last living memory might be just an argument with you. I mean, that could be bad. Man, we're taking a depressing route with this one.
I mean, like, since you said, like, the last phone call, I was thinking of my grandmother, like, how she calls me all the time.
Oh.
I'm like, "Yeah, but you call me, like, every 5 seconds of a day."
I
So
know freshman year with my mom, that's how it basically was. Like each phone call was like an
Mm,
argument in some shape.
yeah,
Never enjoyed those phone calls.
yeah. Oh my goodness. No, it's fate worse than death, though. I guess, like, the paralyzed being one, like, you don't wanna just, like, watch the world move as you're just, like, contained,
Yeah,
right?
just being a vegetable, as my dad would say.
Right? Like, just a standstill, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I would hate for that, right? Like not being able to talk or even move, like you're
I've
relying
always
on other
thought about
people
that.
and you're just
Yeah.
watching life happen before you.
I've always thought about, like, what if an accident happened at work? Like, to where then I couldn't see, then I'm like, "My career is ruined." Like, I wouldn't be able to build, you know? Or, like yeah, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be able to build. Like, what would people do without me? No, yeah, or, like, I couldn't talk, and it's like, "Oh, that's ruined. Okay, well, there you go." Or, like, even being able to hear, like, those little things, like, you're like, "Oh my god,"
That's
you
all
know?
those things that we take for granted.
Yes. Like, if I couldn't do any of those things, then I couldn't do YouTube. I mean, I could, but it'd be different.
Hmm.
But yeah, fate worse than death. Not being able to build. Smile.
I mean, Skunk, I can push you to that limit. I need some builds done, so if you want to build them, I can hook you up with what you need to do.
Did I just pre-build stuff for you just in case of an accident? It's like my emergency build package,
Yeah, so you're gonna need to build like 10 years out for me.
right?
I mean, Minecraft's been alive and this popular for how long? It's still more popular than
Yeah.
Fortnite on YouTube. Any other game that comes its way, it's still more popular.
It's
Like,
amazing.
this
Minecraft is
game is over a decade old.
right. Minecraft did it right. I mean, Notch did it right. He came out with a game that wasn't ever really a thing. I mean, sure, you have like sandbox games, but nothing really like Minecraft where it's easy to pick up on, and at the
Hmm.
same time to build and have creativity and have endless amounts of building is just is great. It's awesome. So,
Now I just hope whatever they announce at this Minecon Live thing, it's worthwhile. They're gonna announce more dungeon stuff, but I don't care about that.
better not be bees again. Bees too.
Bees 2.0. This time
Dang.
you can get the honey out of the bees from them, like cows.
I mean, yeah.
They're gonna be able to sting you and die instantly, and then you're gonna be able to get their horn, their stinger.
And you can make armor out of it, and then you can make
Imagine, like, you can make a sword.
singing sword. There you go.
Nope.
Easy.
Nope.
I
So,
don't
so
know.
what do you think they're gonna announce at it then? They said it was going
Probably.
to be big.
Yeah, really? Probably biomes.
I mean, we got the mountain at least, right?
It could be like another big biome update slash
You really
cave
think they're
update.
going to do that though? They're definitely not doing caves.
You don't think so?
I think they're too. They're probably saving that for like 1.20 at this
Well,
point.
they're saying if it's a big up, could it be another dimension?
No, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Okay.
I feel like they need to update the end before they add a new dimension.
I would like that. I definitely would because I feel like the seeing, but I don't know. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like the new Nether update. I was gonna say like what like doing what they did to the Nether, but to be honest, I'm not. The Nether update is kind of a fall off update for me. Like I'm not. I feel like it kind of almost
A
again.
disappointment. It's
Almost
lackluster. There's
it,
no depth.
yeah.
They added pretty, but no actual depth to the pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't help that we were already end game when we played it.
True,
But
but
like
still,
most of it's still not mandatory.
right. Like that is definitely one thing. Like, I feel like there should be an order of operations for the game. Like, you need to go to the end. I've always said this. You need to go to the end to go to, or no, you need to go to the Nether to go to the end. Like, you
I mean,
need
you
to get,
kind of have to. You need blaze powder.
yeah, but like more than that.
Yeah, you should, right? Like there should be a lot more depth to things. Like you virtually don't need to go to the end period besides getting elytra, right?
True.
Or if you want, a little trophy that is the dragon egg. But like besides that, or I guess shulker boxes too, but like
Yeah.
you basically can go to the end one time and then you're good for life.
Yeah.
Unless you happen to die every single time, then you need to resort to me.
Yay. Um, I don't know. It's because I really would like them to add more. Just that would be definitely really cool. Like as being the next update, like the end, but also add something maybe to the Nether in turn to like have to unlock the portal. Like once you got all the eyes, then it kind of has you have to have something else to activate it. Um, that is like rare, and then in the end, you unlock like a whole expansion of the game. Like there's new armors, there's new weapons, there's new ores. Like it's like another um overworld, but and it unlocks like hard mode, right? Like
Mm.
another level to the game. That's like, okay, I actually want to build in the end, or not necessarily build, but like adventure and spend time there. Because you don't spend that much time in dimensions. I hate to
Yeah,
say, I've tried and it's difficult. It's like it's not
that's
even
basically
fun.
useless.
Yeah, there's no point, unfortunately.
I mean,
So
what you see Hermitcraft trying to do their they're upside down, right? I
Yeah,
know in Afterlife, I think Winter did that. Ash has his palace over there. You
yeah,
attempted to start a castle, and then, I mean, there's not much of a point. I mean, unless you want to
right,
build farms in the Nether.
yeah.
It's too
Well,
chaotic. And
right.
has potential, right? If they make the end islands, with biomes look unique and whatnot. Like I've seen data packs where I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's like I don't want to rely on a data pack because then
right.
the data pack breaks after an update. Then I don't want to, rely on that.
Yeah, you don't want to rely on that now.
I mean, I
So
still think an Aether would be neat at some point, but it's
yeah.
like the Aether has so many things, right? It has dungeons and like bosses, and it's like something that we really don't have in Minecraft. And it's like, why don't we have like dungeons and bosses for like each purpose? Why does Aether, for example, have all that?
Well, they should have. I Yes, you're saying the Aether, and they should add that to their current dimensions.
Yeah,
Work on like, is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Like, they should add that to their current dimension, add more depth to them. Like, the overworld's the overworld. It's their standard Minecraft. I don't think that should be changed. I don't care about
yeah.
that. But once you go into the Nether, once you go into the end, it unlocks this next phase of gameplay for people who aren't really interested in the building side, even though that's what Minecraft is. But they can build but also still have
More
maybe re
exploration, more desire
ex
to explore.
exploration, but also replayability too.
Yes, more depth, right? Like,
Yeah,
why should I just be able to get a trident from just killing drowns, right? That's kind of lame. Like I still don't have a trident on Afterlife. I would like a trident at some point just to say I have one.
I have one.
I mean, tridents are kind of pointless for the most part, but just be nice to be able to say I have a trident, and then maybe I would make use of it myself, while a lot of people probably wouldn't. Hmm.
Yep. I mean, again, yeah, there should be more just depth to the game.
They should
Like,
add more unique items, kind of like what they have in dungeons. So,
absolutely. Yeah, just
so
still this
hopefully they
dungeon.
get some of that oversight into the game.
Yeah, you know, cross gameplay type of deal to where they can like implement, hey, dungeons, we're gonna take that explosive crossbow from hey, dungeons, we're gonna take the
I mean, that would
whatever,
be nice, man.
wither armor.
When we were talking about some of the things we wanted to do with some of our October events, I was like, man, imagine having an explosive crossbow.
Yeah.
Just
And we have
shoot
the
it.
firework ones. We have the firework ones, but they're
Yeah,
not
but
really
those are.
anything special. So we always talk about this though. Like we
Yes, we
always,
always talk about the need for improvement from them.
yeah.
Just saying, Slice Slime, I still need my bug fix. Thank you, thank you, thank
That's
you.
first priority.
Well, I mean, a lot of other Afterlife members are starting to experience my bugs, so yeah.
Ew.
What, you just loogie in there?
No. There's like crumbs.
Yeah. Ew, what do you mean there's crumbs?
Ew. It's like wine. That's gross. Oh well. I think there's like no, it's like I don't know if it's from the wine, like leaving like little particles. That does happen sometimes with wine when
Hmm.
that's what that wine's been sitting there for a while.
Maybe
That's
you messed up with the corkscrew, maybe?
hey, probably. I mean, it is a cheap rubber one,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what were we talking about? I forget what we were talking about.
We were talking about Minecraft and it having expansions similar to like something else.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find it on here because it's not actually on here. Um, well, I mean, how are we doing on time? Because I can't see the time.
You're fine, we can talk about one more topic and call it there.
Cool. All right, awesome. Let's talk about the new Lego Star Wars game coming out.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I know we were talking about Legos earlier, so we know we
Are we
both
talking
like
about Star Wars?
we talk about Star Wars. We
I
both
mean,
like
I
Star
didn't
Wars.
know if you wanted to take it, to a different area since you were mentioning the word expansion.
Oh, you
Mm.
talk about a different game.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know since you were using the word expansion. I was like, is he hinting at that?
No, I'm not that clever.
Mm.
Um, I mean, okay, okay, we can talk about Lego Star Wars next. But no, okay, World of Warcraft though with the expansion, I have had the urge.
I get the urge and then I lose the urge because it's like all my GTA 5 roleplay streamers are like preparing. They're all leveling up characters and whatnot, and
Really?
they're playing Alliance this time, which I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, you guys are playing Alliance instead of like the typical Horde. The fan
Mm,
favorite of World of Warcraft development team over here. I'm like, okay, and I watched the gameplay. I'm like, this doesn't look enticing. It's not as good as I remember.
yeah. I don't think it ever will be though, thing. Like, I don't think it'll ever be what you remember it. 'Cause you know how it goes. It's not like a learning experience anymore. Like, once you get back into the game, you're like, "Okay, it's the
I
same
mean, that's
game."
just like how it is with Minecraft, right? Like,
Right,
maybe if we were newer or newbier players, right, the Nether update would be like, oh my gosh.
right.
But we're like, oh, cool, you just made new biomes. Lol, kick W.
If I had time and also money for
You have
World of
money,
Warcraft,
don't lie.
I do. I mean, I would love to play World of Warcraft. I probably could. But, it's mainly like, well, I could be doing this instead, and that goes for a lot of other games. But World of Warcraft,
It's too time
big
consuming, right?
yeah, big
Because
time
you're
consuming.
paying for subscription time, and like if you're not playing, you're wasting that $15
That
right there.
that is true. That is true.
When you could be being a YouTuber or
Right.
streamer.
Valuable, using time for, actual
I mean, you
productive.
could stream World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft isn't really entertaining to watch. Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of is. I think it depends on how you make it, though, right? Like, I mean, there's clearly reasons why, like, streamers like Asmongold can get like 50, 60K viewers playing the game, or at least 20K viewers, right? Soda Poppin can at least get like 10, 20K viewers. So, I mean, it's like, there's clearly a reason why, but like, I think that's because of the personality they bring in, like, the neat little things they do, right?
Yeah, and also they're also kinda known as well. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, but they had to get there. There's a reason why they're entertaining to watch as World of Warcraft streamers instead of like,
yeah,
oh, let's go rage, you guys, yippee ki or let's go.
all of Batman style of World of Warcraft streams I find very resonance in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting carried too.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. So, I it'd be cool to play again,
I mean, if we
but I
played
would
Skunk, we're going Alliance.
oh, good. I would like that.
I think I played
Perhaps
Horde enough. Unless they add a new race to the Horde, that makes me want to play the Horde. But I don't think
um,
they plan on adding any new races like they typically do.
I, yeah, I would like to play Alliance. I've always been an Alliance fanboy, so
Well, I mean, it's like I switch back and forth, like because it's always nice to have like a refreshing start. Oh, it's like, oh, I don't remember this starting area.
yeah,
Oh, the last time I was in this area for this expansion for the Alliance, it's been like 5 years, a decade, 3 years, etc., whatever it is.
yeah.
So that's why I think it's nice to have a little refresher. I mean, what Jackie Arrow plays World of Warcraft, right? I think Kyle
Or
plays. We got Runic. Who else do we have? I think that's really it.
I'll play Alliance,
Does Jagiero play Alliance? I think he
or
does, right? Oh, Horde. Ooh.
yeah, he plays
I think
Horde.
he would switch though. He said, right?
I mean, probably for
Oh,
us.
but he plays in Europe though. So if he wanted to play with us, we would be US based, and so would Runic. Like Runic would have to switch.
Yeah,
And I mean, then the question begs, are we going to be dedicated enough to play?
yeah. I'd probably like play casually.
Yeah, like play like every couple of weeks kind of deal, I imagine.
Yeah, because I like doing the quest, like just doing like if you want to kill time. That's why I kind of wish like it only took away from your game time when you played. They had it set up like that.
They would never make money off that then. Well,
They
no,
wouldn't.
actually they would off the big people that play.
Yeah, because I mean, you could just save it up and then every time you played.
I guess they
But
would actually make money, never mind.
yeah, they would probably lose a
Yeah, they
lot.
would definitely lose.
Because right now it takes away, and yeah, but it would be nice for somebody like me who just wants to kind of play here and there,
Yeah.
where you could turn it off and on. I don't know, because it'd be nice to be like, because that's what I'm doing with Hearthstone right now is like to kill time or just like when I'm bored or I don't feel like doing anything else. Which by the way, I have something to talk about with that too, and I've been really enjoying. Um, Yeah, I've just been playing that. So, it'd be nice for, like, Heart or not Hearthstone, but, like, World of Warcraft to just have, like, that, like, be like that, like, where you could just do quests, a few quests, or maybe run a dungeon or something, I don't
Mhm.
know, and have fun, and just try out different things. But with Hearthstone right now, I've been playing through some of their story stuff, like, even the
Oh.
older stuff,
Mhm.
and that's been really
Are
fun.
those free? I thought a lot of them required money. Or do you,
The
I
old
guess maybe they eventually become free maybe.
the older ones are I know some of them were, like I had to buy them back in the day where they were, like, $20,
Yeah.
uh, but a lot of them now, I've noticed, like, the Out Ashes for Outlands,
Mhm.
is all free, the whole thing. Witchwood, been playing through that. They just came out with the Book of Heroes,
Mm.
and they released Jaina's. So it was really cool. I got to play as Jaina when she was, like, an apprentice.
Yeah.
And then, you got to, like, go through her storyline and fight different, like, bosses that were related to that period of time. So it was really neat because you got to learn about the story of Warcraft through Hearthstone.
Mhm.
I love the story of Warcraft. So,
Yep. One of the best.
yeah. So, and you got to, like, you got to fight Arthas. She was in love with him. So you were like, "One day,
Yep.
once I have all this over, I'll be back with you." And she's like, "I hope so." And it's like really cool because there's like certain things. It's more, and again, that's like more of the casual gameplay to where you don't actually have to win, or you're not. The focus isn't to win, really, and it is. But some of them, it was like, um, you have to reach this objective to. What was the one where I had to do? I don't know. I forget now. Oh,
Mm.
that's right. Uh, I forget. I forget what the kingdom was called. I don't know. I can't remember. But you had like these big minions with taunt, and they were like castle gates,
Oh,
and the enemy was trying to break down all the
yes.
gates. I forget what the kingdom was called. But anyway,
I think it starts with a M, right? Maybe?
I don't know. Yeah.
Mm.
But all I'm saying is that I like that with that direction they're kind of going with Hearthstone is telling like the story of all the heroes, what they've been through, giving a little bit of lore, um, outside of World of Warcraft itself.
Mm.
But again, it would be kind of cool to just play World of Warcraft again too, just to be like, hey,
If
experience
only.
because I love it for the story. So
Well, when you actually get to the good bits of the story, instead of like, just trying to do the side stories that are happening.
yeah, no, like yeah, um, no, because I really I like a lot of the stories in it.
I mean, like, when you get to the um uh when you get to Wrath of the Lich King stage and like you're invading the Wrath Gates and then Arthas comes out, well the Lich King comes out, annihilates everyone, they start shooting the plague into like the Alliance and the Horde because they're teaming up against him, and then, you know, they start dying from the plague, and then like
Imagine
the
that like a
dragons come.
imagine that just as like a show, like a TV
It
show.
really should, that's what should have been their movies or TV show.
Yeah. 'Cause aren't they
It
talking
should.
about making another Warcraft movie? It's in the works or something
Well,
like that?
supposedly it's a schmoz, like, supposedly it's like from one of those pointless websites, like that's all about clickbait. I mean, I wish they did, but I mean,
I
like
want
if
a
they
movie. I want a show. I want,
they
like,
need
an
to do whatever they can.
with
Do it
and
all. Do it
I
all
think
like what they do with the cinematics.
yeah, yes, exactly. I think Runic said that on Twitter or something. If they do it like the cinematics, it'd be great. And it
I
would
mean, I
be.
don't know why they wouldn't. Like, if you've already produced 10 billion cinematics at this point, like, why don't you just keep doing
Yeah.
that? I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money, but like, mm,
But if it performs and if you do it at the right story time period, it'll do
start with
great.
Arthas with the Uther.
Yeah,
Easy. And
yeah.
then that could be like its own trilogy. First movie, you get to see Arthas and Uther, like, killing the Scourge off and whatnot. And
And
then, you kind of see him like at the end of that first movie falling, like, kind of
yeah.
becoming a little bit. You can see the dark side glimpse into him. Then when you
Mhm.
get to the second movie, that's when he starts to become bad. Like he finds
Yeah.
Frostmourne and then wields it, kills
Yeah.
off Murden Bronzebeard or whatever his name is, and then third movie ends up him, annihilating everybody else and becoming the Lich King.
Awesome.
Making Sylvanas Windrunner the Banshee Queen that she is.
Oh,
I think that's in this. Yeah, that would probably occur in the second or no, third movie, I think. That'd be
the
beautiful.
Illidan fights the Lich King at one point. You get to
No,
see that.
that would
Uh,
be beautiful. No, they decided to take the lame story. I mean, it was fine, but it could have started with the
we're
solid
gonna
story.
start from the beginning. Like,
Full of Star Wars.
yeah. Don't start with the Phantom Menace. Because if Star Wars started with the Phantom Menace, I don't know about that.
Well, I think Jar Jar probably would have killed it then.
Yeah, people have been like, "What the heck is this kid's show?" For some people, because I know you like Jar Jar,
I mean, I
and
only like him because he makes everybody mad.
Kyle does too. I found out.
Okay, I know my next creeper tag prank. Somebody has to imitate Jar Jar Binks for a
Oh god,
whole minute.
oh lord,
You
I
have
don't
to
want to be that
talk like him and imitate him, like
never going
fully.
on the server ever again.
Okay, I'm gonna hunt you down, skunk.
You
You
always
gotta
tag.
record at some point, right? I'll have to go pay you a visit, right? Because you didn't record yesterday like you said you were.
No, I mean,
So,
yeah, I play.
whenever you record, probably tomorrow, I'll go pay you a visit.
I'll be packing tomorrow, and then
Okay, well
Friday.
then I'll just save this creeper tag for you.
No, you gotta get like Mario or somebody.
Mario already owes me a creeper tag. I just made Puff do a creeper tag. He had to do an Aussie accent. Mario has to do a bunch of Mario sounds in his video.
Okay.
I creeper tag Justin. I don't know if I can spoil it, but Justin has to do something. So I mean, I'm hitting a lot of the
Kyle,
big targets here.
get Kyle to do it.
I could, but you see, Skunk, it's more fun making
Makes
you
more
happy
sense.
now.
No, it makes more sense for Kyle because he's the one that likes Jar Jar, and
But you
also
don't like Jar Jar, so that, makes it
no,
even more
no, no, no.
interesting. And you
Picture,
love doing accents.
no, just picture. No, no,
I can
no,
picture you. See, you're right in
no,
front of me. I can picture
no,
it. Come on, Skunk, just give me a little snippet of it. Let's hear it.
no, nope, nope. You gotta creeper tag me first, and then I'll
Well, no, like, if you don't do a great job, then maybe I won't, make you do it, or like if you do a
if I
good
don't
job.
do a great job, you will make me do it. Therefore, I have to do it for a video, and it'll be embarrassing. And therefore,
Just
I'm
give
not
me
doing
like a
it.
3-second snippet, like just say
Okay,
Misa Jar Jar Binks.
guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this podcast. Thank you very much for joining us. The
You're gonna
Afterlife
advertise all of our other things?
I guess I could. I already did, but you can follow us all new over at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and now Amazon Music, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, you know, Afterlife Assembles coming to you on Amazon Prime Video soon. New TV show coming out.
Hmm. Okay, what about the Discord, the members,
Yeah, go check out.
applications?
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that at all. Applications are open. You know how it is. Aren't you releasing a video anytime soon?
Yeah, I gotta do that still.
Yeah, there you go. Get on that.
I'm trying to wait for all the results to come in first.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we got applications are open. If you want to leave podcast suggestions, definitely check out our Discord. Everything's over there. It's a great place to be, great community, lots of people talking in the general chat and pets picks and afterlife builds, build contests, all that jazz going on. Anyway, no build contest going on. Never mind. I just been informed. We just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no build contest going on. Our funds are desperately, desperately decreased. Anyway, what do you say, Jay? Is that a wrap? Is that a
That
good
is a
podcast?
wrap. We are approximately at 1 minute and 50
Ding, ding.
seconds. So I
1
think
minute
it's
50 seconds.
yeah, it's been a little bit more.
1 minute 50
Oh, I
seconds.
mean 1 hour and 50 minutes. Sorry. Don't need to bully me. Calm it down over here, Tar Man.
Hey, we did it. Oh.
Yeah, just show off all your tar.
I got an Atari situation going on. All right. Well, goodbye, guys.